Testing 1, 2. Ha-ha!
Woo!
It's back. That's weird. I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's start over again. So, hello and welcome to Arcadia RPG. My name is Shane Stevens and I'm your Dungeon Master. I'm joined by our beautiful players Meredith and Brittany. And this is a channel where we get together, play some Dungeons & Dragons, roleplay, and have some fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. And Q laugh. It worked. So, anyway.
Been for so long.
You guys tried to resist, but you couldn't. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but thank you for pointing it out.
Yes, thank you.
Could have just kept going. It would have been great.
Yeah. Can you read lips?
No.
It'd be funny if you make that sound look like yes, but said no.
No!
Anyway, I don't believe we have any announcements this evening, unless you guys can think of anything. Oh, we have our new dice jail. So Brittany can stop throwing her dice across the room.
I'm sure one of my dice is still in your couch somewhere.
Probably buried in the fold somewhere over there.
Switch the cover and be like, oh hey, there it was.
Anyway, I can't think of anything in particular. So with that, we can jump back in.
Wee.
So, where we last left our players, Pip, Faye, and Daffodil, they were in the city of Moontop, a treetop city built among many platforms that are built in these massive trees. They were sent here by Fremel to find an old friend of hers, a contact by the name of Cyrus. Nope, sorry. Nope, that was the council member.
No, you're right. We don't like Cyrus.
Darius.
Yes.
Darius. You guys were sent to find Darius and give him another copy of one of the books, as you're working on tracking down pretty much all of Orpheus's old crew, basically. So you guys made it to Moontop and found out that not only does the city is more of like a nighttime city, with the creatures more operating at night.
Yay!
So well planned.
So well planned. So good. You guys found out that Darius was actually convicted of murder. Well, not convicted. Assumed of murder. Or however you want to say that.
Charged.
Charged with murder. There you go. That might be the proper terminology. So you guys found a friend of his by the names of Bodak, who's the lieutenant, current captain of the Oak Guard. And he beseeched you to help free Darius, because he didn't think he did it.
Beseech.
Is the present tense, but would the past tense be besought?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's beseeched. Yeah. It's up there. Something. He asked for you guys' help. So you guys accepted. You went and interrogated Darius, where he eventually finally, after you guys kind of questioned him a bit and he requested some privacy, told you that, well, he was unaccounted for the evening. He wasn't really. He was actually at the Fight Club, which the Oak Guard is trying to undo, that Darius has been kind of sabotaging, because he likes fighting at the Fight Club. Finally digging this information out of him, figuring out where he was that evening, evidence stacked against him, where a dagger was found leaving the scene of the crime, and it was a dagger that was belonging obviously to Darius, and the head of the city council left dead, soon to possibly be inherited by his successor, Yestina. You guys decided to investigate at the behest of his friend. So you guys made your way through the town. You found yourself quiet in for the evening, slept through all the loud noises of people going about their day, and eventually found yourself, woke up in the morning and decided to go check out the Fight Club, where you found out was in a tavern called the Rotted Root. You guys made your way there. It's in the lower part of the city, about where the roots were, but it's actually built into an old root, believe it or not. Upon going to the tavern, you guys were beset by members of the Thieves Guild. They attacked you mostly without warning, trying to get revenge for what you did to other members of their crew, of their guild. And upon fighting them, you beat them soundly. A lot of them ran away. And disposed of the rest of the bodies and made your way into the club. Where we left off, you guys had just walked into the Rotted Root to a lot of kind of tough-looking characters all kind of turning and looking at you. And you see at the bar, you see an otterkin with an eye patch. Kind of shoddy-looking clothing. They all kind of, like, everybody in the bar as you walk in kind of, like, turns and, like, let me adjust the music here real quick. They kind of turn and stare at you guys, kind of give you dirty looks, and then kind of, like, begrudgingly go back to what they were doing. Drinking, mainly.
Are you seriously choking on something?
Is she okay?
What you doing? You're not supposed to be licking the floor. Yeah.
Her dog likes the floor for whatever reason.
So did you know what I forgot to ask Darius?
What?
Is if he had anybody who was holding a grudge against him, maybe somebody who would try to frame him. I didn't ask him that question.
You're right.
Damn it!
I will say, he did tell you that he goes under a surname when he fights under here, not his true name.
Yes.
Yes.
Bloodfist.
Bloodfist.
Yeah.
So. Yep. What would you guys like to do? You guys are standing at the entrance of the Rotted Root.
I imagine the bartender's probably the most likely person to speak to about getting into the fights or getting in to see the fights.
It's true.
So you should probably go up to him first.
Okay, so you guys want to go talk to the bartender?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the barkeep. As you approach the bar, you hear kind of a gruff voice. He says, "Welcome to the..." Let me see if I can get it. "Aye, welcome to the Rotted Root. What can I get you?"
We're looking for a roaring good time.
"I see. Out-of-towners here for a fun time, eh?"
Yes.
Kind of gives you like an up and down look. Alright.
Pip tries not to smile. She's like,
Trying to keep a serious face. Alright, follow me. So he kind of like slightly hobbles his way. You also notice not only is he missing an eye, he's also missing a leg.
No. No.
he's so cool.
No.
All of a sudden you hear squawk. No, I'm just kidding. No pirates yet. You guys make
Yes,
you guys
he
follow
says.
him. He goes around to a side door. You assume kind of went to like a back room. He opens it up and you go in and you see an empty room with a round table. As you guys walk in, he closes the door behind you, makes his way over to a tapestry, moves it out of the way, and behind the tapestry there's a lever. He pulls said lever, and all of a sudden the table kind of splits in half, and the staircase is revealed heading down.
Woo!
He says, "Make your way down there. They'll be happy to get you a comfy chair and a good spot to watch the fights. Should be a good one this evening."
Thank you.
Oh, and be warned, the owner of the club is a little different, if you will.
How so?
Best to find out for yourself. Have fun!
Bye!
Have a bloody good time.
That was ominous.
So you guys want to make your way down the stairs?
Yep, we go down.
Yep. So you guys make your way down the stairs. As you do, you hear and then as the staircase closes behind you, basically. As the staircase closes, some lights flare up, so you guys can see as you make your way down the stairs. You make your way down a few flights. It almost seems, and then eventually you start kind of feels like when you're like walking inside of a room. It's kind of damp and earthy as you guys are making your way through, following like a wooden floor, but like a big cavernous space. Eventually it follows in, goes in for a little ways, and then eventually you start hearing the roars of like cheers and kind of like screaming, and like you hear the crowd going with the fight. You hear, "Oh yeah!" And you, "Oh!" And you know the typical things you'd hear with a sports complex arena, whatever you want to call it. I do sports. So you guys make your way down. You eventually find your way into this massive room as you guys walk in. And you walk in and basically almost like a coliseum. Like it opens. You like the Thieves Guild music?
Sorry, I'm just like jamming too much to pay attention.
Well, here, let me see if I can.
Sorry, it's just so good. I can't even pay attention.
Arena. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is like ambiance, but this will work.
Okay, that's less distracting. That song was just awesome.
You go.
Sorry.
So you guys make your way into like this massive arena. as you guys make your way in, you hear the sounds of a fight going on. As you look down below, as you guys come in towards the top, you see this circular chamber with seats, plush seats. You see multiple bars kind of set up in different areas, and you see a massive ring in the center. You see two combatants fighting. You currently see a massive rat king in kind of like tattered leather armor with a great sword, fighting a red panda who's wearing like robes. You see as they square up to each other. It seems like the fight's just recently begun, and they lay into each other. The rat king makes a swipe with the sword, and the red panda jumps out of the way. He actually ends up landing on top of the sword, and kind of like ninja runs up the sword and kicks him across the face. They go back and forth. They go for a little ways, and eventually the red panda ends up tiring out the rat king. He's swinging around a massive sword, and eventually with a fury of punches, he ends up taking the rat king down to the roars of the crowd.
Yeah!
You hear many people cheering, some people groaning as you assume they've lost money, and they yeah. As you guys walk in,
Why?
at the end of the fight, you guys look off to your left and you see a something you haven't seen in a long time. You see a wolven walking over towards you in a fine red suit.
Oh dear.
You were saying that we already had seen wolves kind in the city. Right
It's
before
true.
we walked in here.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, something you haven't seen often.
That we just saw a few moments ago outside.
On the way in.
Yeah. So you haven't seen often.
Alright.
So anyway, he walks over to you and he says, he lets out kind of like this loud howl as the fight's over. Everyone lets up their cheers. He walks over to you and says, "Hello and welcome to the Fight Club, where only the greatest of combatants come to test their mettle. What can I do to serve you on this evening?" He kind of takes like this deep bow. "I see you are staring at me."
I am?
Oh, you absolutely are.
Just a little. "I understand my kind are not well-founded."
Time has paused. Faye would certainly have something to say, but I need a moment.
Okay, I can give you a second.
Thank you. So how would we ask? How do you ask about past fights? Not talking to you.
How would Faye ask?
I recognize you are the fickle god of this universe, and I want nothing to do with you.
Yes, but you have the true power. You control the dice.
Well, we could have heard, from coming here, we could have heard whispers about a blood fist.
Alright, I got something. Time in!
So, what can I do for you on this fine evening? We have only the greatest of combatants here for your viewing pleasure.
So I've heard. Heard many rumors about your establishment.
Oh, I'm sure only good things.
Of a sort.
Of the sort, eh?
A few famous fighters.
Yeah!
Oh, we have only the best of fighters in our arena, thank you.
The best.
I'm sure.
As you have just seen before you, the first fight is free.
How kind.
Which is a fighter in particular you're interested in seeing? We do have a schedule.
I've heard many interesting things about one known as Blood Fist.
Aha, the Blood Fist. He is our champion, actually. It has been a little while, though, since he has made his way down here. He's missed a few fights.
When was the last time he was here?
Oh, I do believe the last time he was here... forgive me if anybody's keeping track, 'cause I honestly don't remember how long I said the murder was. It's been about a week.
So that's fully confirming his story?
It time's up.
Okay.
It time's up. So... Because I know I said how long it had been,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So... And I didn't write it down at my props, so... He's missed about 2 fights since then. But I'm sure he'll return soon. Fortunately, we don't have a point of contact, but... we still have many great fighters for your viewing pleasure.
That is unfortunate.
We have betting, we have gambling, we have drinks, whichever suits your fancy. We even have companionship if that's your thing, to enjoy the fights with.
You have quite enough companionship.
What does he mean by companionship?
I'll tell you when you're older.
I am older. I was older than I was yesterday.
And I wouldn't tell you yesterday either.
Oh. I was missing a die. I couldn't figure out where it was. I moved it.
So, who's one of your best fighters that's gonna be fighting today?
You're seeing it. It's a winner-takes-all match with our head fighter down there, the Red Panda, if you'd seen him. His name is River.
Was there anyone who...
He's accepting all challengers.
So it's an open arena today.
It is. We occasionally make these kind of events where we allow the arena to be open for any challenges to come and try to take the title.
I should.
I won't stop you.
Can I try?
How does the fight end? Is it to the death?
Nope. Knockout. Or to surrender.
Very well. Enjoy yourself.
All weapons and all tips and tracks allowed. Unless stipulations are set forth.
So cool. Can I ask you one more question? That's not rude.
Certainly.
Oh.
Glad to help the beautiful young lady as yourself.
She's 9.
Me and she is an Otterkin. They do grow up quite fast.
I am looking at him real sideways right now.
So,
Real sideways.
There.
the Blood Fist guy.
He runs a fight club. He's not in the stand-up.
I know, I'm just saying, I'm still looking at him sideways.
So the Blood Fist guy, was there anybody that he fought with often or had any issues with?
Well, him and our Red Panda friend down there were, at least on stage at odds. They both contest for the championship. Our friend down there, a champion of bare knuckle fighting, and your Blood Fist person, champion of weapon fighting.
That sounds good. Oh, so when should I start? Or when is it okay for me to start? Or
Oh, you
yeah.
want to take on the champion?
Or somebody.
You want to fight? Well, our champion down there is taking on all challenges. It is a 10 gold buy-in. Or, sorry, a 30 gold buy-in.
30 gold buy-in? Okay.
If you manage to win, you get the current pot, which I believe as now sits at 350 gold.
I'm just gonna remove the 30 gold, and then you can... If I win, you can tell me what I win.
Alright. I believe you'll be going up next then.
Oh, so cool. Alright.
Well, with that, I will show you. I will have an attendant, and he kind of waves over, and a mousekin comes over, and if you follow my attendant here, he will show you to your waiting room, and I will have you announced shortly.
Thank you. Oh. I am... Brashoraft.
Brashoraft. I will announce you as such.
I just gave him my last name, not my full name.
Good job.
Just because I couldn't think of anything quick off the top of my head. And that Pip would be like, ah! Brashoraft.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to get an encounter tracker going, so we'll just have to deal with that. So, he says, now you, lovely lady, I can be happy to show you to a spot to sit and have a beautiful, wonderful view of your friend's fight.
That would be very kind of you.
Follow me, such. And he kind of like pats
You were
on and he
Daffodil.
leads you out.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, Daffodil.
He wouldn't see him, he's so short.
Yeah, he says. Oh, I believe you can come along this way.
Also, he's a rogue, so he's sneaky anyway.
Sneaky. He's like, oh, I apologize, I missed you. Yes, this way.
Or maybe he would have already kind of wandered off.
That's up to you guys. He's your sidekick.
I think it makes sense that he would have wandered off to kind of look for a decent angle in case things went south. Something out of the way, but well placed.
Alright,
Yes.
he goes and he, roll a percentile die for me.
Go Daffodil. Luck. Luck. Luck, Daffodil, luck.
44.
44. Alright, he finds a decent spot. Not great, but it's better than nothing.
Better than
Definitely within range. So.
within range.
Kissing the hedgehog.
I made him.
Yes.
My creation!
My creation.
He lives!
And he is
He
made out of
lives in
gold.
you.
Kicking your dog, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He is
I agree.
totally made out of.
I mean,
the
she
artist-
fully deserves it. It's the foot she scratched, so.
Fair.
all the artist gold.
So you follow him around. You turn and you see Daffodil's gone. Not really sure where he went. But you make your way around. He leads you to a nice quiet box where food is served, and you have a plate brought over to you with some hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres.
Derbs.
I am going to use this moment.
Yep.
Work with me.
Work
Slow
with me.
machine.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of. For me, like, if I do this and I breathe through my nose,
Mhm.
exhale through my nose, I can really only feel one nostril. Exhalation. Is that something that's common for people?
Hmm?
Where you can really,
No, I think you got a slightly stuffy nose.
well, I always have like, at least one that does not.
Why do I have 5
Or very
spells of
light.
identify? This is not necessary.
You know, I noticed the other day that the spell things were kind of strange. If you refresh your page, it should help.
Yeah.
Are you trying to prepare spells, or
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Because
when you prepared them in the morning?
yes, I would have.
Okay.
But we started the session in the evening.
Yeah.
And we already had a fight
Yes.
right before we got here, so. I'm like,
Yeah, but didn't we end up going back?
No.
no.
You guys had the fight, and you jumped right into the place.
So I shouldn't.
Probably be changing your spells.
Right. Fine.
Sorry.
I've already used one of my
Superiority.
die.
Good job.
I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. No long rest. Whatever you got in your character sheet with is what you got.
Fine.
So, is there any spells that you did want to use, though?
Not that I had.
Okay. So, you all set?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, he says, "Oh, if you excuse me, I will go announce the fight, and I'll be back to watch with you. We offer only the best of hospitality here." He kind of bows and then heads off. He makes his way down. You see a set of stairs that are kind of like opened up for him. He makes his way down to the center of the room. He's like, "Welcome to the Fight Club. We thank you all for coming here this evening for another round of fights. Our champion tonight is taking on all challengers, and we have a new one. First time fighting, we have in the ring Breshelraft." As you hear your name, I would imagine you'd probably run out.
She kind of like,
Yep.
like, kind of like,
usefully sprint out and
well, not sprint. She's kind of like,
skip. That's what I was looking for.
well, not skip. Like, kind of like, she
All right, you like
jaunt
bounce,
out. Jaunt out.
Yeah. That being, anyway. And then you hear the crowd cheer, and they're like, "Yeah, woo!" And our current challenger,
Champion.
Riva! And you see that the red panda kind of like appears out there, like super fast. And he kind of takes a bow. "We're now accepting bets. Please place your bets. The fight will start here momentarily." So you kind of there's a small chair over on the side, like over by where you came in. You can go sit down in for a second if you like. He kind of hangs out there for a second, gives it a minute. You can see River across the way, kind of doing some stretches and stuff, kind of centering himself.
She's doing a little bit of. She does a little stretch,
You do a little stretch,
and then she does like this little like.
kind of fighty thing.
Float like a butterfly.
No, kind of like I'm so excited, like a kid does.
You notice that right before the fight, or as you're getting close, you see him like a waiter brings him over what seems to be like a mug of ale, and he downs it like quickly.
Maybe it's not ale. Dun, dun.
So with that, as the time goes by, he says, all right, the betting is now done. Prepare to fight. And he kind of like makes his way out, and somebody else walks in the middle. You guys make your way. He beckons you guys to the middle as you guys get close. Says, all right, fighting is to surrender or to your unconscious. No killing allowed. It'd be a penalty if you do kill somebody. So take kindly. Take careful. We have medics on standby in case you're knocked out. Come back and bring you back up quickly, if not to full. Any questions? Allowed to use whatever tricks, dirty tricks you like. Weapons or whatever. All's go. Alright, with that, have a good fight. You kind of like that. He kind of like beckons you guys. He backs back up a little bit. He says, alright, in 3, 2, 1, fight! And then he rushes in. I need you to roll initiative.
13.
Ugh.
Did you do worse?
Yes, you rolled 6. So you get to go first.
I'm going to swish.
You gonna run up to him and attack?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Like
run
a
up to
swish.
him. Like draw and spike.
13 to hit.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. So you run up 13, that misses. As you go, when he kind of slides out, he kind of like Matrix dodges it. Anything else?
She's gonna try to after that kind of circle a little bit.
Okay, so you kind of go back and you kind of like circle around him a little bit, keeping you distance. Sound good?
But I don't try to get too far away so it's not a disengage.
Okay, so you're staying within the 5 foot.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like circling around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do so. His turn. He comes in and he goes in and he goes ahead and makes an attack, and he's going to spend a key point to use a flurry of blows. So as he runs up to you, so he's going to make his first attack against you. So let's see. 20 to hit.
Hits.
So that's going to be
No kidding.
Yeah.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
He's then going to strike you again. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, and he's going to go for a third time. That's 14 again. So he goes up and catches you good with the first hit, and then kind of learning the rhythm, you kind of like side dodge as he kind of tries to go punch you again and again.
Can we do things while the fight is happening?
Yeah, I can roll you into initiative if you want to do something.
Sure, roll me and Death in.
Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative for both you and Death.
Alright. So for Death. Flow, damn you.
It sounds like Skyrim.
Yeah, just kind of.
I think it actually is from Skyrim.
Alright, so that's a 7 for me,
Okay.
and a 13 for Daffodil.
Okay, so you guys go between them.
Okay.
So it's between it's your guys' turn. If you guys want to do anything in this
Okay.
time around.
Daffodil, seeing the Mug of Ale thing and being of a suspicious mind,
Yep.
decides to go down there and try to swipe that mug of ale.
Okay, so we'll say he kept train of the the person that brought the ale down. They started making their way back to the kitchen. So let me. He's gonna make his way over to him, and he can make it to him next turn before he makes it to the kitchen.
Okay.
So that would you like to do anything, Faye?
Yes, there.
I'm going to ready an action
Okay.
to use a spell when Daffodil gets to me.
Okay. He gets to you.
Yes.
He was going for the ale thing now.
Yes.
Okay.
We sort of like eye contacted each other like, what the hell was that?
Okay, fair. Alright, fair. At this point, the foxing, or the wolfing kind of comes up and joins you and is like, oh, this should be a wonderful fight. Your friend seems to be well armed.
Even though Artie has taken some damage before this fight.
That's fair. Says, alright, so now it's your turn, Deb. Or, sorry, no, it's his turn. No?
No, he just had his turn.
He's had his turn, now it's your turn.
Okay. Another attack. So, 23 to hit.
That hits.
Good.
Roll damage.
11 points of damage.
Alright, 11 points of damage. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for this moment. I might use a reaction, I'm not sure.
Alright. So it comes around, it's his turn, we'll say you guys go after him. Just because I did it wrong.
Sure.
So he's gonna, let's see. He's gonna make his way up to you and he's gonna go ahead and try to punch you in the face. So he's gonna make an attack. That's gonna be a 9, that's not gonna hit.
This is,
He is, okay.
I would like to use my repose, which is this. When a creature misses me, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack.
Yep, that's fine. Go ahead. While we're doing this, Brittany, I do have a battery if you have a charger.
I do not. We'll just wait for the...
Oh, wait.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely hits.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, wait, that's narrative.
Ooh! And I also get to add some more points of damage.
Do it.
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. Alright.
Quite a lot.
Yep.
You're here to attack me? No! You missed!
You go through and you slice through him and you end up getting a good cut across his chest. Still standing though. So with that, he's actually going to...
Use the bonus action to her bonus action?
Well, that was a reaction for her.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's going to suddenly turn invisible.
Invisible.
Yep. You have no idea where he is.
Okay.
So it is now it's a round turn. If you and Daff want to do anything, I'll see at this point Daff's going to kind of make his way over towards you.
Okay, so he's got the mug.
He's at the mug. Yes.
Okay. So he's going to bring the mug over to me.
Okay, so he goes and he kind of like snags the mug off the chair, and the attendant says, "Hey, you gotta pay for that." So, what would you want Daffodil to do? I'll RP for him. You
Right.
Tell me what you want to do.
I was expecting kind of like very sneakily swipe it off.
Oh, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Yep.
Which roll?
23.
Yep. Gone.
He has some very slight hands.
He brings it over towards you.
He's got the nubbiest little hands.
He does.
Little nuts.
So I am going to, with great misgiving, stick my finger in there and you cast Identify.
The wolfkin kind of looks at you guys and kind of chuckles a little bit. You cast Identify. I remember the exact wording on it.
efficacious the music
Um,
as coming into here.
It technically only works on magic items, but I will say you do determine it doesn't have any magical or like beneficial properties that you can tell. It just seems like a normal mug of alcohol. You notice him swaying a little bit with some of his fights, like punches and stuff. It's kind of like back and forth kind of thing.
This is worse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is he like Jackie
Yes! That's worse!
The monk subclass, the Drunken Fist.
Chan? Shane, did you notice that Nixie like scratched her cut or that
On her
thing
head?
on the head
Yeah, I
on her
did.
head and it bled?
Oh no, we gotta get her a cone.
Nixie. Oh, you want me? I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm ready to RP with the wolving looking at me oddly.
He's gonna I understand your misgivings, but he does a little bit better when he's drunk, if you will.
Certainly an odd habit.
Not so much. Pain resistance, unpredictable movements, not so bad.
Slowed reflexes.
Not for one who is trained with alcohol like he is. You should see him drink on a normal night.
I'm sure I'd like that.
So drinks around, and he raises his hand over, and an attendant starts coming over with alcohol. That, Pip.
Okay. So she is going to do a little bit of this until she thinks she feels him, and then she's gonna swing.
Okay,
If that's okay. Or if that just is an action in itself.
so I'll say you can try to make an attack against him, but you'd have to, it would be with disadvantage.
Okay. $18.
18.
What was the other one?
So,
The first one was a 10, that's a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, so 18.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
you have plus 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, my hit DC is 8.
You didn't know that?
Damn. I didn't. Your hit DC gets so high.
It's been that way.
I believe you.
It has always, since we got it to +1.
Oh, right, because it's plus 1, and you have a really high. Yeah, because your dexterity's maxed out. That's why.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. I forgot. Okay. Yeah. So you go ahead. You
Do I hit?
swipe and you hit. Roll your damage.
Woo. 15 points of damage.
15.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you swipe through and you manage to catch him. As you do, you kind of hear like a oh, and you see some blood splatter on the ground, but you still don't see him. So, anything else?
She's gonna say under her breath, "That's really not fair, you know."
So cycles around. It's now his turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna appear behind you and he's gonna go ahead and make an attack. 10.
Misses.
And he's gonna flurry of blows. Use a different die. 10. Use a different die. 11.
I didn't even touch them today.
But one
Holding from the other day, damn it.
one of those, she's gonna use a reaction again.
Okay, go ahead.
The security footage showed that I didn't touch them last week either. This is completely without my assistance, Shane.
Definitely hits.
Here, touch it now. Okay, roll your damage. The spell is reversed.
What?
I rolled a 17.
Disgusting. Give it back.
Nope.
16 points of damage.
Alright. With that, you end up kind of like going to slice forward and you catch him right at the neck. And you stop just short. And he puts his hands up.
Surrender.
Alright. I surrender. And the crowd just like collectively gasps. You hear a couple people like nervous, happy chuckle. And then they erupt in like roars.
Stop that.
Okay.
You
so, yeah.
will not do it.
Oh my god! It's the chair!
The chair! Oh, wow! The chair is cursed.
Oh no.
I bet the light bulb's just loose.
Oh, I thought the music stopped because...
It's cursed!
Oh my god.
What movie is it? Is it Beethoven? Beethoven 2, where the guy's like, he thinks he's a Jedi, so he goes like this. And they're like, you're
Wait.
not a Jedi, man.
Now we gotta get Meredith to touch the dice.
Which one did you touch?
None of them.
I would never.
14. Is the light bulb just going out or what?
I'm sorry, God of Simpier's Slay. You're just not gonna be able to see your beautiful faces as well tonight.
I think it's light bulb time.
You say I
I think it's a lot of light life out of that one.
I can't remember the words, and it can't go on. That note was so high for me. Even in the show, I'm like, ah!
I think this is the right one.
And being able to belt that note too was like, ah! No, don't change the subject. Ha!
Nope. Dead one. That or my light's dying.
Could be
Why
the
do
light.
that? Because it's old.
It
It
is.
is.
Cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My royal, loyal subject.
Interesting.
Forever
And
ever. And ever and ever and ever.
Actually, I have a pretty good guess. Oh, I
We'll
see.
be back.
It would help if it was plugged in.
Oh, I mean it might.
Brittany, we should do that right before we go to break.
Love it. Brittany and Meredith, show to an interlude.
Oh, that was.
It's so orange.
Yeah, it was the wrong light. I used daylight bulbs.
Ah, well.
That way it's white and not orange.
Yep.
Here
There
it
you
is. We'll be back. I'm just kidding, we're still here.
go. And the mood changes. Dun-dun-dun-dun. 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 Dun-dun-dun-dun.
It's fair.
Listen, if you were allowed to make Red Panda Jackie Chan,
What?
I am allowed to vaguely reference the Addams Family
That's fair.
whenever I want.
You can call me creepy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so Pip just freaking won!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Retrospect, I probably should have made him tougher, but it's okay.
Yeah, probably.
So you end up taking him out. He backs off and he bows gracefully. Says, "Good fight. You fight well. Please come back and take me on anytime."
Cool.
What are you talking about? I'm the champion. You can come back and take me on anytime.
Take on me. Take on me. Take me.
So he bows and
That's way too
then he turns visible. You don't know where he went.
Oh, so he didn't
The
come
crowd-
out fast. He just came out visible.
The crowd erupts. It's like, woo! Ah! Cheers! Yay! And so an attendant comes out carrying a plate that has a massive pouch full of gold and brings over and he gives it to you. You gain 350 gold pieces.
Woo! 350.
For winning the fight.
Whoosh. Do you want to know how much gold she has, guys?
Too much.
893 gold pieces.
Too much gold.
Lots of gold.
I am a child.
Far more money than any child has any right to have.
I know. Children aren't supposed to have more than $20 at a time anyway. If you ask me, it's
I mean, to
bad.
be fair, you still have the money, so you're obviously not that bad.
Huh?
You don't. You still have the money, so you're obviously not that bad.
She spends it when she can, though.
Yeah, that's fair. So the wolf says, "Ha! I see your friend was truly a fighter of note." You're kind of led back out and back up towards the stairs.
She is quite focused.
I see. Truly a master of the art of the rapier. And then the drink attendant makes it over. It's like, please choose whatever you'd like. It's on the house.
No. I remember the last time you drank beer.
Have I even gotten there yet?
No, you haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
You just
Oh, to me. Okay.
Yeah.
No! Shane's face just dropped.
I'm like, I was like, well, this is, I mean, okay, so where do I go next with this? Like,
I grab something sufficiently bougie looking.
yep. You find, like, there's a pink drink with it. And
There we go.
then,
That's
like,
what
a
I want.
martini glass.
Yep, that's what I want.
Like
Yep.
this thing that looks kind of like an umbrella.
You take a sip and it tastes, it deliciously tastes like watermelon.
Alright.
With a little bit of an extra punch that you kind of get, like, the aftertaste of. So.
The invisible guy found it.
And he grabs a similar colored drink but green. Daffodil kind of grabs the drink, a mug of ale, and
I
starts
kick
drinking.
him.
Kick him,
Yep.
Daff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ow! Faye, what'd you do that for?
Do what?
You kicked me.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I kind of knock his drink.
Um,
And make very brutal eye contact.
make it a
Like, listen, nitwit, if I'm gonna get drugged, one of us should not be!
make a contested dexterity check. All
Alright.
for Daff.
I really like your nails, but
What's contested is just disadvantage?
No, you roll one, he rolls one.
Oh,
Whoever
okay.
gets the highest wins.
Alright. Dexterity...
Good luck.
8.
He rolls a 19.
Bitch.
So, he goes. Chugs about half of it in one go.
You son of a bitch!
What can I say? I do love a good drink, and it's free. And by this point, Pip, you show up. It says, "Aha! Our winner is here. Congratulations on your win. You fought well."
thank you. I had fun. It was really cool.
I see. You took on our champion and won. You did fantastically. And he kind of grabs your hand and he kisses it.
Right, thank you.
And because of your wins, you're welcome to stay here and enjoy the rest of the fights we have planned for the evening.
You're very kind.
Do you think I could talk to the guy I fought? I would really like to talk to him about like his fighting techniques and stuff like that. He was just really cool to fight.
Sure, we can have him come up and join you. He's done for the evening now anyway. And he kind of like waves at an attendant and nods his head and he runs off. So, is there anything else that I can do for you this evening? Besides enjoy your company.
Who was he looking at?
He was looking more at you than her.
Alright, I'll allow it. Listen, if he was looking more at her, I'm like, no, we gotta go.
We gotta leave!
No,
There are things that I'm not even gonna tell her at this age.
no, he's going more for the older.
Alright.
He's
Not for the
going
child.
for the flea shampoo model.
That's right, flea shampoo model.
As Pep's like, she's so beautiful, she could be a flea shampoo model.
Love it. Flea shampoo.
Alright, pretend I said something sufficiently, like, femme fatale and witty.
Yeah, why don't you?
I'm gonna touch your dice, Shane.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, actually, yes. Do it. Because you are lucky tonight.
Gimme.
Six, 6, 1, and 1.
You're lying! No! I've lost my powers!
It's magic. Love it.
This is
Yeah.
terrible!
I'm trying to rub some good bad energy onto you.
Yeah, I don't want your good energy! Get out of here!
Meredith, he touches.
I'm like good bad energy.
Think bad thoughts. Think wicked.
I love how we're spending time in our stream determining where the bad luck went.
Oh my god! I have a skill!
5, 2, 4, and 5. Bless the dice! But you didn't realize is I got some holy water between last session and now.
Get out.
Nixie, hey, stop it. So, yes, he says, oh, well, while you enjoy some drinks, I'll have some food sent over, and I will go announce the next fight. I'll be back shortly. And he bows and he kind of winks at you.
Hey.
Listen, I may be socially inept, but Faye knows how to flirt. So she will!
Oh, she flips back.
Don't ask me how, she just does.
Hey.
Hey.
I think he likes you.
Hey.
I am very much out of my comfort zone right now.
But I don't know why he kissed my hand.
I'll tell you when you're older.
It's kind of weird.
It was meant to be respectful.
Okay. He's an older guy, so it's kind of weird.
It was not a proposal of marriage.
I know. You don't propose like that. We Otterkin have a very specific way.
He's
Da-
not an Otterkin.
Dad
I know.
chimes up and he says, oh, it's just a sign of a gentleman.
What's that? I've never seen it before. And she stares at Dad.
He's just trying to be a little bit overly nice. Formally so.
If you end up drugged by chugging that drink, I will leave you where you fall.
Oh, that's far. I'll find my way back to the hotel.
I might drag you, but it would hurt.
What's a way to go? Free drinks. Oh, that's what'll take me.
Stop being a stereotype, you Irish fuck.
He would not be like that. You're not playing him the way that we envision him, Shane.
Put the Pepsi down, Shane. It obviously is a bad influence on you.
Apparently. So, hey, what are you doing? You poor
She
fuck.
licking things again?
What are you doing? Are you okay? Are you paws okay? She's licking her paw. Oh, boy.
She likes to lick her
She's
paw.
trying to find my blood.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So how do you want me to roleplay that?
Not as a drunk Irishman.
He's not a drunk Irishman. He would just be happy going with free drinks. He's just cheap.
He would be. He doesn't get paid.
You guys hold all the money. Hostage.
Well, he used to not be real.
He
So
is
we
real.
used to not be able to pay him.
He is real. He's always been real.
I know, but we couldn't affect his inventory. So we couldn't pay him anyway.
That's fair. And to be fair, it's more complicated to make him keep money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
We'll just pretend that Daff is independently wealthy and just has this deep interior life we know nothing about.
That he only shows glimpses of it.
Exactly. Be like in Big
Just
Hero
occasionally
6 where
comes-
like the hobo-looking one who you'd think would live under a bridge is actually Stan Lee's son who lives in a mansion.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
And that's what it is. That's Daff.
Yeah.
He's secretly wealthy. He just never tells us about it, but never makes a stink when we don't give him any money.
He doesn't need it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So. He goes up and announces the next
Cannon.
fight. You see another round of
It's
fighters
just
come
out there
out.
for adventure
Eventually, the monk makes his way up, the red panda,
and friendship.
and he bows and takes a seat.
That's for you.
That was really fun fighting you, sir.
Ah, Nayu, that was a good fight. I enjoyed it myself.
So, I heard that you have fought Bloodfist here.
Ah, yes, he is my rival, if you will. Quite talented.
But I heard that you guys are actually friends.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, sort of friendly.
Ah, we have a
Sort of friendly.
a love-hate relationship, if you will. He's the normal champion. I'm just filling in.
Do you know anybody here who has any issues with him?
He kind of like ponders for a second. He kind of like grabs a random drink off somebody who's walking by and downs it real quick. No one I can think of off the top of my head.
No, I'm making me feel.
And most people around here, even if they wish they could beat him, do enjoy his company. It's quite a good time. He drinks with the best of them, outdoing me sometimes, which is impressive.
It sounds impressive.
That he is.
Do you think I could be as good as him someday?
Easily. With your skills at such a young age, you were able to best me, even though I was a little damaged.
I'm
I
sorry.
think you could Don't be sorry. This was good to fight. I think you could easily beat him in a fight, given a few years.
Well, I was also damaged before too.
Good to know. Kind of like reassesses you a little bit.
Some people didn't know who we were when we were trying to get in here and tried to attack us.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Some guild members.
Guild.
Thieves Guild.
Ah, I see. We try to bustle in our territory from time and again. We do apologize for this incident. But it seems like you took care of yourselves. At this point, the next fight starts beginning. The Wolven makes his way towards back towards you guys.
Did we get a name on the Wolven? Did we get a name on the Wolven that I've forgotten?
No, I don't think he gave you his name. By accident or on purpose?
Excuse me.
Was it by accident?
Yes.
Okay.
So Pip doesn't feel like it's the
So I'll say he,
fighter.
I say he would have introduced himself. It's Forbes.
Forbes?
Forbes.
Forbes.
Oh. That's what pops up on the name generator now, like that.
Alright.
But it's pronounced Forbes.
Of course it is.
Deal with it!
Yeah, Pip just doesn't feel like it's a fighter. Maybe it's a wolf, but she's trying to scope out as much as possible without being obvious to everybody. Hey! What did you do to this guy? Tell me everything!
So do you have more questions for them or anybody in particular?
Probably not.
Okay.
Pip would just be asking everybody the same sort of questions, like trying to be like indiscreet.
Inconspicuously asking everyone, did Bloodfist have any enemies?
Okay, so do me a favor then, Pip. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh gosh. No. Why can't it be somebody else?
That's right, don't you have the worst investigation out of all of us?
-1.
Great!
Nat 20!
Oh!
Even with a -1, I rolled a nat 20! You are blessed tonight!
I don't like all this good luck floating around. It gives me indigestion.
So to go bowling again, it's just that theory.
Yes.
So asking around, you pretty much get the same answer, unfortunately. Like, everybody agrees, for the most part, that Bloodfist didn't have a lot of, like, actual enemies. Just, like, people that love to hate him kind of thing.
Yeah.
And in, like, a friendly competition kind of way, in a rivalry. With a natural 20,
She would also have asked, like, if there was any disagreements, like, out of the ring, sort of thing.
with a natural 20, you get somebody who's talking about an old fighter that hasn't been seen for a long time. This fighter was a female Squirrelkin, and used to be one of the tops in the ring until she got booted out because she was found to be cheating by using like back in the day they had a little bit more stricter rules, and she was found cheating using weird magical powers. They describe her as a gray Squirrelkin with dots around her. And you kind of hear them reminiscing about how good she was, blah, 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 blah. And wondering where she went. That's all you get.
Pip has this idea that when we get Darius out of prison, she wants to go back here and have a fight against Darius in the ring.
It'll be fun. Right, so you guys, we'll fast forward to the evening. We say you have a good night. The Wolven asks you for a date, Faye.
Of course he does.
Yep.
Why not?
All right.
Faye gets a boyfriend!
Oh my god.
An evil man!
Did I get a pattern?
Corrupt!
Try to roleplay this without making it weird. So.
Hey, beautiful.
I mean, you guys swap spots for the night, but you know.
That's true. Do you want to be the flirty one? Because I am very out of my depth today.
Consider this practice.
I'm roughly as flirty as a table lamp, Shane.
So,
Just
is there a young skunk?
there is not. Not that you see.
Then I'm not interested.
So he asked where your hotel is.
It is
Where?
Broken Branch.
Something. Is that
It
what it's called?
is
I don't think I wrote it down.
I didn't write
the
it
Broken
down.
Ranch.
Yeah!
Good job.
It's been a week!
He says he will be there.
Next thing you tickled my leg.
Probably like, I guess the time conversion would be like 4 a.m.
Done.
4, yeah, be there like around dawn to pick you up the next day.
Wait. With the days flipped, this makes the possibility of a shady date extremely less shady.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's do this.
He's gonna pick you up around dawn
Yeah.
for like a late night quote unquote date.
Yep.
And Pip and Daff will be like sneaking around.
Right friggin' oh my god.
They'll be the unseen chaperones.
We'll be chaperoned
We'll
by
have
a
to RP.
9-year-old and
We're gonna-
her troubadour sea urchin.
We're gonna have to RP this date now. Just because we have this has to unfold.
Ah.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be just as bad as when Pip finally gets her boyfriend. And Faye and Daff are gonna be like, seriously?
So when you guys, as you guys like finish up the evening, the fight
Are you
club
guys gonna come with me and be my chaperones? No way.
It's getting. It's
What if
getting,
he tries to kill me?
Good luck.
You're a fighter, you can kill him.
So it's about 2 o'clock. So it's
He's a
getting
bard. Sorry, go
it's
on.
getting pretty late. So as you guys, as the fight club kind of closes up for the evening, or the morning, afternoon, he like gives you like an overly dramatic bow and a kiss to the hand as you guys leave. And he gives you like another kiss to the hand as you leave, and kind of like nods at Daff.
So Daffodil, why didn't he kiss your hand?
Daff's like, well, that would be a little, that would be a little strange if you will.
Daffodil,
You don't see lots of men going to kissing men's hands.
Daffodil, how many drinks did you have?
They were free. No judgment.
I judge! How many drinks did you have?
And he holds up like one.
Pretty
hand.
interesting that you're the teetotaler, considering you've had the most drinks out of all of us. The dusty book.
Yeah.
Ringing a bell.
Oh my gosh.
He holds up like 6 fingers.
Doesn't even have that many fingers.
Oh, probably has 4.
That might be all he has.
Now he has 4, probably on each hand. So maybe like there's just a few. It's fine. I can still sneak
You can what?
around. And he like, it's like watch, and he like tries to hide and he falls over. See, hidden.
Daff,
Yes.
go to bed.
Okay.
I know it's afternoon, but you need to go to bed.
Well, Sean's like, Faye over here is gonna have a fun evening tomorrow. We probably should all head to bed.
It won't be an evening. It will be dawn.
Has a potential boyfriend.
All right.
Please keep in mind this potential boyfriend is like involved in an underground crime ring.
And he seems very evil.
He seems very what?
Evil?
Oh, I heard udel and I'm just
Noodle.
that's not a word.
All right. So, no, you guys can
I
make it
feel
back
like he'd
here.
also be like kind of like Wickham-ish.
So you guys can make your way back to the inn.
Yep.
Okay. You guys gonna all head to bed or just Dad?
Pip's gonna force Daff to sleep it off.
He goes to bed. He has no issues. He actually orders a de-drunk drink as he walks in, which is like tomato sauce, like
Tomato
mixed in with
sauce?
like, yeah,
Ah!
like probably
Tomato
tomato
juice?
juice mixed with like onions and like this
Full
weird
block of
water.
tomato paste, just shove it in there.
They have it on hand because they have a lot of skunk patrons. No,
Yeah, just drink it.
so
Oh.
so he takes like a kind of like a de-drunk drink and then passes out upstairs. What do you guys want to do?
Make sure he's got some celery on hand.
Yeah, it was in the drink.
Some extra.
Yeah, they got plenty.
Oh, is that for your friend?
Yep. That's right. They
If
know.
you're on celery.
Okay.
All right, so it's the afternoon now.
It's like mid to late afternoon.
How long have we been awake?
Let's take a nap.
Yes,
A short rest.
sure.
I don't think we need to take a long rest.
No, and it'll have us be awake for the portion.
Dawn is like 6 to 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 p.m. So you guys just want to take a short rest?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys go take a short rest. You guys want to nap, or you just want to like hang out in the inn?
And I'm gonna shut myself up in my room and read a book.
Okay. You guys are
I
all
think
sharing a room. So
Pip's gonna try to take a short nap because she got hurt.
yeah, you guys can take a short rest. So if you want to do your short rest, then you can regain roll your hit die.
How do I do that?
So it gives you an option of how many hit die you want to roll. You check a box for each hit one you do. Each time you do roll a hit die, and then you add whatever you roll to your health.
So I'm confused.
Okay, so if you're looking at your character sheet, did you click short rest? So you have 4 d10s plus 2 for your hit die. So you can roll any number of those in a short rest. You can roll all 4, or you can roll just 2. You click how many you want to roll. You add them up. So if you click 2, you roll 2 d10s plus 4. Does that make sense? So every time you click one of those boxes, you do that.
So how many should I do? So
I just do 1. So check 1. Roll a d10. So that's 8 hit points. So take your short rest. Now add 8 hit points. There you go. Okay, did you need to regain anything?
Yeah, I took care of it.
Okay, good. Alright, so you guys
that's why I have shade.
take a short rest. How long did you guys want to rest for? A short rest is a minimum of an hour.
All right, so we can do a couple of hours, then we'll be into like the night day,
Yep.
and
Okay.
that way we can get on to our more investigation with the actual council.
Yep. So you say you guys kind of like take some rest. You kind of wait till you start hearing it get a little rowdy downstairs. As you guys are resting in your rooms, we'll go ahead and take a break. So again, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate having you here. You're awesome. We're gonna take, let's call it a 12-minute break.
12?
Oh, okay, we'll call it 15.
Yeah.
15-minute break. We'll be back here at 7:55 to get back into it. So, see you guys in a few.
We'll be back. We tried! One more time. We'll be back.
Soon you'll
We
see.
gotta work on that.
Yeah.
See you guys in a bit.
And we're back.
That you see.
Cut him off at the friggin' knees!
You start messing with your dice next.
Try it, Shane!
So we're back.
Do it! Do it, Shane!
That you see.
Seven.
See?
Now everyone shall all love me.
Okay, so where we last left off.
Seven to you. I hate you guys. I'm
These
going
little
home.
dice are so
No, you
nice.
don't.
They are cute.
Usually my good dice are the blue one. Like these blue ones, but they were rolling shit earlier.
Hell! No!
What'd you roll?
A 4 and then a 3. If I get a 2, I'm going home. It's a 12.
It's close.
Try this
You
one.
were that close to me just getting the heck out of here. I'm going home.
What'd you roll?
20.
You may use this one today.
The dice gods are against you going home.
Oh my god!
You're stuck
Okay,
with us.
Brittany, when I was using that one earlier, it was giving me 3s. It was giving me shit.
Alright, we're trading for today.
The luck on the table is all like screwed up.
I don't know what's happening. Is it a full moon? Are there ley lines? What day is it?
We just switched seats.
It's Monday. You're right. The whole universe has been thrown out of balance.
Because you guys.
We have messed with forces that were never meant to be messed with, Meredith.
Changing your seat. How dare you? So, where we left off, you guys are taking your long rest. You waited
Short
until
rest.
Short rest.
Short rest. You guys waited for things to get a little rowdy in the evening, so we'll say probably around 10, 11 o'clock. And you guys are good to, and you guys are rested up. You guys want to wake up Daff, or what are you guys going to do?
Get the poor little angel sleep. Because I don't want to puke all over.
Actually, at this point, you guys would have had enough rest to take a long rest if you guys wanted to. I'll allow that.
Yeah, but we want to use the day sun. Night.
I know. At the point when you guys want to be up and active, you have enough time to take a long rest without having to like sleep. And a long rest doesn't have to be sleeping. It just has to be 8 hours of continuous rest.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay,
Get my spell slot back.
I'll let you guys say. I'll allow that. So, you guys continue. You guys can like nod off a little bit and take your rest. You do eventually perk back up, and it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
The city is at full bustle. What would you guys like to do?
It's probably time to head over to the council.
Yeah.
To their keep.
Are they likely to talk to us at random, or should we get some kind of permission from the current guard captain?
I mean, you guys did get something.
Did we? What do we have?
We have Oak Guard badge. Yeah, we have an Oak Guard badge.
Oh, didn't he send us with a scroll? You didn't write, like, a permission, my blessing, whatever?
He sent you with a badge.
Badge.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
that's the badge,
Oak
and
Guard
that's
badge,
it.
yeah.
Alright, we're good, we're good.
We also have a letter of approval.
God damn it, Shane.
From the Wing Riders too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alright.
So what do you guys want to do? You guys gonna head back up to the head up to the council keep?
Yep, let's go down to the council.
All right. So you guys make your way through. There's a lot of the levitating platforms, huh?
Pip will change into a nicer looking shirt to try
Okay.
to.
Oh, that's right, she bought fancy clothes!
She did,
She's not gonna wear the fanciest stuff.
but you dress up a bit.
Yes,
Fair.
because she went fighting people.
We'll say
I'm
you wear
still
like this,
wearing my
like-
uniform.
We'll say you wear this like white puffy kind of like piratey shirt. It's nice.
It's kind of like a tunic.
Huh? Yeah, kind of like a white puffy tunic. Alright, so you guys dress up a bit. You stay in your robes of indeterminate nature and color.
That obviously marked me as a member of the Maple Archivists.
Correct. You guys make your way up to the platforms. You guys make it up to the 3rd tier and into the 4th. As you guys go to make it up to the 5th tier where there is the keep, you guys encounter some resistance. As you approach, they say it's quite heavily guarded, especially because of the murder right there. There's a lot of oak right there. They say, "Halt! Who goes there?
We do.
Identify yourself."
Well, I'm an Otterkin. She's a Boxkin.
enough games. Identify yourself now, please.
She looks out the oak guard badge.
We are investigating the recent murder.
Who gave you this badge?
Someone important. I can't remember his name.
Bodak.
Yes, Bodak.
Captain Bodak. Let me see that. He kind of takes it from you. He looks it over, turns it over, inspecting the glyphs on the back. Alright, all seems to be in order. This is his private badge. We'll allow you access.
Thank you.
Have fun trying to get anything out of the people that live in the castle. They've been tight-lipped, unfortunately.
Oh.
Well, they haven't talked to me yet.
From what I understand from the other investigators is that they've been less than hopeful. Most of them just claim that they was not sleeping at the time. No one seems to have seen anything, which I find hard to believe. Even if night is day here, it was still the middle of the day.
It's true.
And what of the regular guards posted before the incident?
The ones that were in the area were knocked out.
I see.
Knocked out?
Yes.
How?
My D4 went all the way over there, and it's the metal one. Do not step on it.
God, yeah.
Caltrips.
Caltrips, thanks.
That will pierce your foot.
It will, and you will bleed and cry.
Haven't I been hurt enough in this
Oh,
house?
that one rolled a 1.
Maybe I'm dead.
It'll be back.
See,
Yes, they were knocked out.
By magic or by force?
Indeterminate. They were taken from behind. We do not know, and they do not know either. Our forays into the psyche have revealed no magical presence, but they also did not have any trauma either.
Pressure points.
If you will, I usher to the platform. You guys step on it. They touch a crystal, and the platform starts to rise.
Come with me. Sorry.
So your platform rises. You get to the base of the keep. You guys are allowed entrance. A kind of like a stuffy-looking hedgehogkin comes running up to you guys as you enter the castle, and he says, "Yes, hello. Welcome to the keep. What can I do for you? I am the administrator of the keep."
We are looking for
What was her name?
Justina.
You want to talk to
What
you?
about Bedgoal?
I think we'll start with her.
Okay. I'm like, Bedgoal is also somebody, right?
I see you want to speak to Justina. I can get there, no issues. Please follow me. He leads you over to kind of like a sitting chamber. Well furnished, comfortable furniture, some art on the walls. A lot of the decorations here are very forest themed. A lot of like carved wood and vines and leaves and things. So you guys kind of take a comfortable spot. Some water is right over for you. Did you guys wake Daff or did you guys go by yourselves?
We went by ourselves, I think.
Okay.
I didn't want him puking.
Fair. So you guys, after probably a good 20-30 minutes, eventually the door creeps open, and you see an older-looking gray squirrelkin walk in. She says, yes, hello. Hello, my name is Justina. What can I do for you? I see you asked for me by name.
Does she have markings around her eyes?
Make a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20?
Unnatural.
Yes. Very faked. They're not as prominent as you imagine they made it once bit, but they are marking like spots around her eyes.
Like the spots that
As
they mentioned?
described. As previously described.
Chill out.
That was a natural 20 on your investigation check.
Huh?
That was a natural 20 on your investigation check.
I know. Which was beautiful. Which never happens for poor Pip.
So,
Usually it's
Like a
0.
4. Yeah.
as she walks in, she takes a seat across from you and says, what can I do for you on this fine day? She kind of has like a bright smile.
We were hoping you could help us investigate this murder we've heard of.
Yes, you can kind of see her kind of like visibly like become sad as she hears about the murder. She says, he was a good friend of mine. Old Silverus.
Old.
So really-
What's his name?
Oh, what's his name?
Oh,
My best friend!
Oh,
If you want to see my
what's his
NPC
name?
list, there is a lot of names on
I
here,
know,
okay?
I know. I'm just getting like producer's vibes.
That's fair.
Yes.
He was my best friend, old. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's quite sad what's happened to him. He was a good friend of mine. Although it'll be interesting, it'll be hard to fill his shoes.
So I imagine.
Any assistance I can be, I'm glad to help. Please ask away.
I had heard that you had been his second in command for many years.
This is correct, yes.
So you would be very likely he's the best to tell us about any enemies he might have had. Anything that might have been troubling him recently.
Well, he was quite, he was beloved by most. He was a great head of the council. That didn't give him absolute power, but he did have the power to veto.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why him and Darius tend to butt heads a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't always agree. Although he also butted heads with Bedgold as well. They tended to be on opposite sides of the debate, although never openly hostile.
Of course.
Darius, by his nature, I think, is hostile by, personality, if you will.
I see what you mean.
They butted head many times, but I've also seen them drinking together and in a drunken stupor before as well. It's strange. I wouldn't have expected this out of them.
It is very shocking.
Did you have any problems with him?
With Darius or
Silverus.
Silverus? No, he was a good friend of mine. We've worked well together for a long time.
Do I believe her?
Roll an insight check.
10.
What's your roll?
10.
10? As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth.
What about with Darius?
Oh, Darius, we tend to get along most of the time. We were on the other side of a debate now and again, but never openly had issues. Seemed to be a fine captain. A worn adventurer.
Has Darius caused you any problems recently?
Well, the
Stop.
Sorry.
potentially killing of Silverus.
Aside from that,
Well, not personally, no.
something that might be a motive for Darius.
Well, he was adamant on trying to bolster the Oak God, which me and Silverus were both against. We feel like the Oak Guard is well provisioned as it is, at least here in the city.
Very well. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Pip doesn't totally agree with her on that.
Feel free to make an ill-timed argument and distract her while I think of what I was trying to think of.
So I actually think maybe a little bit more Oak Guard might actually help you. There was that big fight in where did we come from? Do you remember?
Evershire.
There was that
Battle.
battle in Evershire.
I can remember the names of 5 cities, Shane.
There was that large battle in Evershire with those
Fake creatures.
fake creatures. I had to burp. Sorry. With those fake creatures. And they keep on showing up in our world. So I think having a little bit more protection and some people maybe even specialized to go out and just look for that instead of just trying to protect the city would be very good for you. Just my point of view.
And I don't disagree with you, but the Oak God is quite a large organization. Now we just have a small portion of it. I believe the organization as a whole already does a good job of investigating it. I feel like our city is well bolstered.
So, was that the only area of contention between Silverus and Darius?
They've been arguing a little more than usual, I will happen to say. But with the problem with the Fae we've been having lately, it seems to be, how shall I say, put people on edge.
I see. It certainly seems like an odd motive.
Brittany, I realize that you can also change your spells because you took the long rest.
Yes, yep, I did.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like, oh, in case she wants to use something.
Can you think of anything that could act as... that would have been a catalyst for such an escalation?
Well, during their last debate, they did get more heated than usual, with Darius storming out in a huff.
Oh.
I did try to go and soothe him, but he wasn't having it, and he stormed off and headed back to the Oak Guard.
And how did that conversation go?
It didn't. I ran up to him and tried to talk him down a little bit, and he blew me off and kept going. I decided to let him go for the moment.
Did you perchance take anything from him at that moment?
Me? Take something from him? Why would I do that? What are you implying? She kind of her eyes get all narrow.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Because we've asked him, and he lost his dagger at one point. It seems like
So he claims.
I believe him so far. I'm just trying to see if you were close by, if you might have grabbed his dagger. For some reason, I don't know.
I have no reason to have grabbed his dagger, and it was found near the murder scene. He lost it in the flight.
Oh.
As so was proposed, anyway. He's not yet been charged, but he is being held as the primary suspect.
And as painful as it may be for the old friend of our master to be held under such circumstances, we cannot immediately blame anyone else without evidence.
Oh, I see you're acquainted with his friends, I see. She kind of gets a
Yes, he's the reason we came to the city. It was very shocking to find out he was under such a pall.
Especially since we had something to give to him.
Oh my god, shut up.
What was
Out
that?
of game.
I knew that. What was that?
Just a letter from his friend.
See. Roll a deception check.
15.
Her eyes narrow slightly, but then she backs off the topic. I see. It is quite awful circumstances. His group did have once an amazing reputation.
Were you... No, that's not what I'm going to ask. Yeah. I don't know what I want to...
This is hard.
It is hard. I know there's...
It's hard when you're in a mystery. It's a lot easier when you're reading it.
Yes!
I'll give you guys time to think.
Thanks.
I'll be kind.
We have
I know
slow brains.
in some way she wants to kind of ask her or bring up the fighting den and that the fighting ring that she was
I have to
in.
plug in my tablet
Oh
anyway.
my god, this child is gonna get us kidnapped. At high noon.
High noon.
Because Pip's just like...
You guys haven't asked her about the actual murder or anything yet.
I thought we had.
No, you haven't.
No, it was more just about what's the word?
Motives?
Motives.
So, Miss, don't remember your name.
Yes,
Miss
Tina.
Tina.
Yes, Tina, so...
Where were you on the night of the 27th?
What do you know about the murder?
Well, I was one of the first people to be notified. Silris's room was right above mine. So, although I didn't hear the commotion, once the guards found the body, I was quickly awoken, and put under heavy guard.
So... Have you heard if there was a lot of commotion, or if it was actually very quiet, too?
And I was not awoken until the guards started having the commotion, which is strange. He must have been quite quiet, because my balcony is right underneath his, which is supposedly the mode of entrance.
Are you a heavy sleeper?
Yes, typically, but not too much in the most recent days. I struggle getting to sleep myself. I've started to taking sleep potions.
Oh.
Yes. It's hard for me to get to sleep most days, so I tend to have a draft before I go to bed in the evening. Helps me sleep.
That is difficult.
It is, as with age. I'm not quite as young as I once was. She kind of gestures to her slightly aging form.
Since you were friends with Darius, right? Did you ever do any fighting at all? Cause
No one knows that. But I can't tell her that.
No,
So
I mean,
go
like, no, like not fighting underground. But I'm just saying, like, just
Oh,
because.
the adventuring?
Yes,
Alright.
she's just trying to, like, not the underground secret, like,
So go ahead.
but like.
Repose your question. Go ahead.
So, did you ever, like, go on adventures or do any sort of, like, fighting and being really cool when you were younger?
Not to myself, no. Although I am a little bit of a practitioner of magic, and she kind of flicks her fingers, and some lights appear up above you guys, and then fade quickly. But I never had much use for fighting.
What an interesting set of skills. What brought you to the council?
Well, I do love my city. I was born and grew up here. And although I went to the Dawnwood for a little while, or to the Dawnpod for a little while to study, I did eventually return to work my way up through the ranks, if you will, to the council. To serve my city best.
I see.
I want only the best for its people.
It must be very concerning to you to know about the resurgence in fey creatures.
Yes, you can. Yes, it is quite concerning. It's really unprecedented. We've never had too many problems with the Fae, but this recent insurgence is quite troubling. Though I hope that once we can end this fighting, maybe even make peace.
Just for clarity's sake, at what time did you go to bed on the day that Silrus was murdered?
Oh, it's probably about 10 o'clock, the equivalent. The equivalent of 10 o'clock, whichever that ends up being, which would probably be...
10 a.m.? No, because it'd be late.
It would be late. It would probably be...
2? So just before dawn? No, because it'd be after dawn.
It would have been...
Because 10 is after sunset.
Yeah, it would have been after.
Probably like 6.
It would have been like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
Let's
8
go
a.m.
like
We'll
a-
say 8 a.m.
8 a.m., yeah. It's screwing my time! 8 a.m.
Who made this happen, Shane?
You guys did. You
No.
gave me a really good idea. Now it's just
And he was helpless.
So, clock is ticking.
Awful, awful creature.
Deal with it.
I don't know. Me as a player, I think she has something to do with it. I think, like, she has more motive. She wants to take care of this town. Yada, yada, yada. Like, good reason to kill this guy.
Metagame.
Metagaming. I just think maybe she killed him because she could be
Well, if you guys want to have a private discussion, you can go somewhere else and talk about it.
more in control and be more head and dead.
In-game.
Or I don't know. We haven't even questioned this other guy. So far, she seems kind of fishy to me, and I can't just flat out say that I don't trust her.
No, you can't.
And that she
And Brittany, by
fought
your
in the
feet is
fight,
one of my dice.
you know.
Oh my god, Shane!
I'm
And
sorry.
I can't
On
accuse,
the side.
and I can't ask her about fighting. You know, like I tried to ask her about fighting, but I
What's
can't
yours?
ask her about her fighting
Four.
in the rotted root. You know,
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys
because
want
it's too obvious, and it's gonna have us killed.
However you guys want to proceed. You
Or
guys can
kidnapped.
dismiss her, you can keep questioning her, you guys can do whatever you like. You guys can ask to talk privately, you can do any number of things.
Thank you for your assistance. Do you know where we might find Bedgo?
Yes, he was another potential threat, or potential suspect, so he is currently in his room under lock and key.
I see.
If you would like to follow me, I can lead you to his room.
Yes, please.
Of course, follow me. And she leads you out of the room, up the stairs, and kind of through the keep a little bit. And eventually you get to a room, a very nice-looking door, up higher in the keep, with 2 guards in front of it. And she approaches the guards and she says, "These 2 young detectives would like to speak to Bedgold, if that's okay?" And they say, "Of course, yes, Miss Tina." And they open the door. Inside, you find Bedgold, who is a mousing, kind of stuffily dressed, as he's sitting in a chair, kind of like rocking nervously. And as you walk in, he says, "Ah, yes, Tina. It's good to see you." She says, "Ah, and are you?" And he says, Who are these strange people you've brought into my room?" She says, "These are 2 people who are investigating the murder." I see. Oh, come in. I'll have all day, I'm not getting any younger. Oh, excuse me?
Have someplace to be, do you?
It's quite funny, I see. This one's a joker. No, I don't have any place to be. Just anxious.
That's
Talk about murder and questions. Who knows what's gonna happen? I don't like it. I like things to be on time, proper, and in the box.
I see. It sounds like it aggravates you very much when things are not in their proper order.
Yes, and as you guys look around, with your passive perception, you notice this room is immaculate. Everything is in a spot where it belongs, and nothing is in place.
As he's losing his mind.
And you see, he's kind of as he rocks in the chair, he nervously goes over to the little side table and he just figurines.
If you don't mind, where were you at the moment of Silverus's murder?
I was here in my room sleeping. It was late, and I was tired. It was a very interesting day with the council.
Oh? Interesting how?
As you may know, things got heated quite between Darius and Silverus. That's why he's the prime suspect.
And
It's
what
quite
was your position in this debate?
I agreed with Darius. I think we needed to bolster the Oak Guard. And you hear, Tina pipe up. "You know they are pretty well provisioned." "Yes, but they could need more.
Yeah.
It never hurts to have more guards." "This is neither the time or place." Yes, you're right. Fine. What?
Nothing.
Could you tell the difference?
No, she agrees. She's
She's
in character.
Gotcha. Okay, continue.
Can't resist piping up to voice her opinion or opposition.
She's also getting really tired of all this shit.
Yep, fair.
She's like, Darius is, someone's making it up. Darius is innocent. Let him free. We have something to give him anyway.
Oh my god.
A love letter.
I mean, kind of. And at what time did you go to bed on that day?
Oh, it's about 8:30. That's when I retired and made my way to sleep. I normally have to a light after I hit the pillow.
Do you know when the murder took place?
So I'm told it was approximately noon.
Yeah.
And it confirmed. I was well asleep at that point. Even so, my room's quite far away. Somebody would have seen me if I tried to sneak up that way.
Are you a heavy or a light sleeper?
Quite light. Lots of things wake me up. Again, I'm not even nowhere close to his room. It's on the other side of the castle. He's in a different tower. I think that's the main reason why I'm here and not currently occupying a cell with Darius.
Well, you can't actually occupy the same cell.
Yes, you know what I mean. Semantics.
Why are you such a strong secondary suspect?
Well, me and Silverus never 100% got along. We were typically on the opposite end of the debate, albeit I did have a good respect for the man. He made good arguments and stood up what he believed in.
Did you have any issues with Darius?
Not typically. I think he's a good captain. Makes good points.
Especially that day. Did you have any disagreements with him?
After that day, we were on the same side of the debate. Although I quieted down as things got heated, we did agree on many points.
Was there anybody there apart from Silverus who might have been very upset or frustrated with Darius, do you think?
Well, at that point, when things started to get heated, most of the rest of the council members kind of backed down a little bit. Weren't really interested in making the Oak Guard captain angry.
Was higher provision a majority position among the council?
Well, Silverus, as the head of the council, has the right to veto any major change. Most of the council agreed with Darius and thought that it would be a good idea to bolster the Oak Guard, but it was just barely over the majority. Not quite enough to supersede.
How interesting.
That's why she wants it. Sorry. Yeah, Pip's just trying to see if there's anybody who might have had issues with Darius, like held a grudge, that sort of thing. Who would try to steal his knife, try to even hire somebody to kill this guy. Because that's the other path that I am foreseeing.
Hired killers?
Yes. Which is very possible. But they would have tried to steal his knife to blame him. So anybody who had a grudge, which is what poor freaking Pip has been looking for this entire episode.
I mean, you guys might be able to determine when he lost the knife.
How would we do that?
If you start asking who saw him last and if he had the knife or not.
Okay, so it's a
But
a
you
visible
said
knife.
he had
Yeah.
4 knives of the same type.
What?
No.
He's one very distinct knife that everyone saw him with.
Okay.
On
I
average.
thought before, like when you first talked about it, he had 3 or 4 knives, the same type of knives, and he lost 1.
Alright. Since we
If
were
I did say that,
getting so dead-ended that Shane had to give us a hint, let's...
if I did say that, he lost the most flashy, the one that everybody knows him for. That's why it was obviously connected to him.
Okay, then
So it would have been something that people would have noticed and noticed it was his in general.
I can't do this anymore.
Okay, so are you going to RP your defense of Darius, or do we say that happened?
Not happening.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just getting tired of this.
Well, I respect the man. I don't think he was capable of murder, so I don't disagree with you. Although we need to catch the killer to be able to prove him innocent.
Speaking of...
And by we, I mean you, because I'm still...
If, for the sake of argument, such a thing could have happened, when was the last time that you saw Darius that day?
When he stormed out of the council chambers.
At...
I don't know, it was possibly 4 or 5 in the morning.
And did he have the knife in question on his person?
That's a good question. Yes, I do believe I did. I remember seeing it quite visibly. Don't you agree? I mean, yes, Tina, you did chase after him after he stormed out of the room. Bless you.
Oh my god, go blow your nose or something.
I can't. He's all the way over there. Doesn't mean it will help.
Yes, Tina drives up and she says, yes, I do believe he had the knife when I went out to speak to him.
Do I believe her?
Roll in insight.
See, it's a good die.
It is a good die.
What's your roll?
With my insight, 25.
Okay, so you believe her. She's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The last time she saw him, he had the knife. But she also has a kind of a glint in her eye. You can't really be telling certain stuff.
She took the knife.
Well, if she's telling the truth that the last time she saw him, he had the knife, It'd be difficult for her to take it without seeing him. That's right, Shane. Are you painting yourself into a corner?
Wait.
How could she steal the knife from his person without seeing him? The last time she saw him,
She saw him. Yeah, I mean, if she took the knife, she could have he's had the knife, then she took it, and then she left. I mean, it doesn't mean you're getting into details and words and trying to go way down to the weeds.
Yep.
It doesn't need to be that complicated.
See, she stole the knife.
If she stole the knife, that was a valid statement. She could have potentially stolen the knife. Yes. Again, you believe her that he had the knife when she saw him the first time.
Okay.
When she went out after him. But you see a glint in her that is indeterminacy.
So before all of this, yet again, I'm going to ask this again. Was there anyone who had issues with Darius before this whole thing? Before this whole fight, before this whole incident? Was there anybody who had any qualms or arguments apart from the Oak Guard with Darius?
Again, not very much. I mean, he was respected. If not everybody agreed with his advice, he was well respected. He's a good captain. Most of us agreed that he was, even if we didn't always agree with his point of view. That being said, I often did.
Not agree or agree?
Agree.
Who said that?
That was
The guy.
Yes,
Bedgoal?
Bedgoal.
Okay.
Yes, Tina speaks like this. Bedgoal speaks like this.
Okay.
I'm hoping doing it different enough, but I'm trying to.
Nobody's helping me at all.
What about Silverus himself? It's entirely possible that...
Commit suicide?
No. But just because Darius has been implicated, there's no reason to suspect that if someone were to frame him, it would be for his own sake.
Don't know if I follow you.
Perhaps the killer meant to take Silverus out of the way. And as they had just publicly and quite explosively, if you are, as you've told me, had quarreled in public, it would be very easy for someone to think that he was the killer.
That's quite possible. That would be, I would believe that as well. I'd like to think that Darius is innocent. Personally, Miss Tina's like, yes, I would like to believe that as well, although the evidence does stack.
That is true, it does.
Here's another thing, totally, not in character, but what if Silverus is already dying and he sent someone to frame Darius look like...
You really liked Knives Out, didn't you?
Yes!
Oh, spoiler alert.
What, have you not seen it?
No,
No,
I think for
for-
the audience.
For the
Oh.
audience.
If you haven't seen it yet, you don't deserve to.
It's one of the best movies ever, just saying. I loved it.
It's been out for a year? Almost?
Nah, since Christmas.
Alright.
No, it came out before Christmas, in the fall.
No, we saw, because it was out when we went down to
Shane, but it was late anyway.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I'm trying to find a good moment to slip in Zone of Truth that
Wait.
won't seem like I'm really
What do
coming
you
at
need for the
somebody.
components for that?
It's not that I need components. I've got everything I need for
Well,
that.
no, not components. What does it require? You have to speak a word? Is it a verbal, semantic? When you look at the spell, there's like a V, S, M, or C, or something like that.
V and S.
So verbal and semantic. So you have to do a hand gesture and no speak words.
Mm-hmm.
in
So
order to do that,
everybody who's around would know that's what I'm doing.
unless you roll high enough on a sleight of hand check, I would allow that.
All right, we'll try that then.
Okay, so you're gonna do a sleight
Maybe
of
me
hand
being so distracted.
That's true.
Could I do something to distract them?
check. Only if she can inform you that that's her plan.
Well, it's something that she keeps popping off anyway in defense of Darius.
Well, you can.
Let's say I wait for a good moment where she's come up with a particularly impassioned speech in defense of Darius. Can I have advantage?
Hmm.
Because it's not like she hasn't done it every 10 minutes.
Roll a persuasion check. If your persuasion check is over a 12, she gets advantage.
Yeah, do it. Use the good dice.
Yes, 16.
Okay, you get advantage.
He was good friends with Ardrius. I mean, come on.
Nope. No! God damn it!
What's your total roll?
It was what? Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, they all, like, not everybody notices, but, yes, Tina looks over and says, what was that?
Something just occurred to me.
Deception's a thing, by the way.
Yes, I am currently trying to deceive at this moment.
Okay.
Something just occurred to me. Give me a moment to think of something that will occur to me. Listen, phase quick! I'm not!
Darius was good friends.
This is difficult!
Ardrius.
I'm not created for improv like this.
Good practice.
And what's her face? Fremmel. He was very good friends with Fremmel, and everybody else is getting this vibe, but I don't get the vibe that he had things with her.
This is the way that you tried to that you did your spelling.
Huh?
Yeah.
She's still ranting. No, this is a time stop. Like, Brittany's
I
gotta
know,
think.
I
So
know.
she can keep going,
I'm
but...
letting you have a time stop.
Alright, thank you.
And you don't understand.
I'm stressed out.
I won't let you guys
stressful.
metagame, but I'll let you time stop to get the thing.
Thanks.
And Darius is nice. I know he didn't kill him, and everybody's wrong, and you're all stupid.
So a strange thing that occurred to me. Why was Betgala...
She took a nap. Does not mean that this is an appropriate time for her to be totally functioning. I just say.
I mean, you guys haven't checked out the scene of the crime yet. You haven't questioned any guards that run staff that evening.
I know, but my zone of truth is not going to last that long, so I need to
I know.
be quick about this.
That's okay. I'm letting you have a time stop.
Mm.
I'm just giving you guys some ideas.
At this point, I'm like, no more ideas. Let me just find the freaking murder and be done with it.
It just...
I thought a mystery would be fun. I'm sorry.
We're dumb, Shane! Be nice to us!
Especially with the -1 intelligence.
Seriously!
Investigation.
Okay.
Sorry.
Apparently,
Okay.
I need to go and write mystery novels.
Yeah.
and intelligence, -1, and beautiful, brilliant.
Okay, so the thing that just occurred to me is that I have recently heard that, Betgo, you had many quarrels with Silris.
We tend to be on the opposite ends of the spectrum politically, although I did have some of us respect for him, but the debates got a little heated.
Oh, that's
As they
right.
do.
So they also both need to roll a charisma save
Okay.
to say whether they get to lie or not in my presence.
Is it everybody? Wait.
Okay.
Do I have
Everybody
to
in the radius. So yeah,
have
you
to-
also need to roll because if not, you won't be able to lie. Which is fine
Wait.
because I don't know that you have the capacity.
So I had to roll what?
Does the
Charisma
spell
save.
Does the spell tell you if you know if they passed or not?
Yes, you know whether each creature succeeds or fails.
Bedgold succeeds. Yes, Tina failed.
Yeah!
14.
Okay.
You succeed.
Oh.
Yes, Tina rolled a 2. Bedgold rolled a 16.
Yeah! Alright, cool. And they don't know that I cast it, because I was...
They don't know the full. They don't know exactly what the spell is yet, but they know you cast something.
Dancing lights.
Sunlight. All of a sudden, the Yeth Hounds appear.
Oh my god! Don't do that to me, Shane! I'm triggered!
And then the person says, "Oh, I did it! Take him away!" This is where we need the poisonous undead snakes.
Bag of snakes! Alright.
You shall tell us, or I shall unleash the undead bag of snakes. Just threaten them.
I suppose it would be entirely possible to use Darius as a scapegoat if you meant to kill Silris. Talking to, Bedgo.
I believe that was what the murderer would have done. Yes.
He's the one, right?
You're not saying this being game, are you?
No.
Okay. She's the one that failed. It's entirely possible that My earlier question was not searching in the right direction. I asked if the last time you saw Darius he had his knife.
And now you're addressing Yestina.
No, I'm addressing Bedgul still.
Okay.
I perhaps should have asked if you saw the knife at any point after that.
Well, last time I saw Darius, he had his knife, and I have not seen the knife since.
Very well. And you, Yestina, have you seen the knife since?
Yes. She
Before or after the murder?
She kind of struggles a little bit. Does it compulse them to speak, or just to speak the truth?
No, they can avoid speaking.
Okay. She's still a little off guard.
You just can't speak a deliberate lie.
Right. She says, both.
How
And she kind of
unusual.
she looks around.
Where might that have been, do you think?
She glares at you.
Do you like fighting?
Yes. And then all of a sudden, energy explodes out of her.
Oh my God!
See, like a large magical kind of like showing of power as her form erupts in light. All of a sudden, you're looking upon her, and she is transformed. She's not quite the same as before, but now she's wearing green robes, and it has
She's
more
a fae!
swirly features. And says, "I like fighting very much." And that is where we're gonna end this evening.
Oh my god, I was so afraid you were gonna say roll initiative.
Not tonight.
Oh my god!
She's a fake creature! That's why she doesn't want it, because she doesn't want to fight the fake creatures? Because she's
You don't
a
know.
fake creature?
You don't know.
I do know!
But
She's a
there's
fake
different
creature.
courts of the Fae. She could be like, I don't give a shit.
But she's a fake creature. She doesn't want them to be like, hey, guess what? You're a fake creature.
Dang. I can't believe that worked.
Darius must know that she's a fake creature because he fought her before. And then...
Not necessarily, because he would have told us that. I feel like he would have told us that.
Feels like he would have told you what.
That if he knew she was a Fae.
Yeah, he would have.
Okay.
He's too used to.
Also, it's possible that's not Yestina at all. That's right, Shane. Have some ideas.
Look
Go
at that.
for it.
Oh, I already know what's happening. I already know this all planned out.
I'm like,
Right.
just like
This
that
part's all
little
sound.
face thing. It's like,
I was just waiting for you guys. I was like, okay, you guys can go ask the guards. You can go investigate the crime scene.
Have
And
a
there's
little push here and a little push. Listen, I knew Zone of Truth was gonna get me through this. Okay, I just needed my moment.
and you got it.
Yes.
Look at that. I allowed
I'm
you
just
to.
like,
With the way you addressed Bedgul first, and then you went to
Yeah.
her. You threw her off enough that she answered truthfully and screwed up.
Yeah.
So.
That was the point. Yeah.
And now you know that.
I have 2 brain cells, but when they rub together, by God!
you found the murderer.
Woohoo!
Good job. So now you have to deal with the consequences of finding.
This is correct. If we die, it means nothing.
the murderer is her.
So.
He told
And
us,
we don't even have Daffodil. Dang it!
guys, he told us, she is the murderer. Hooray. Now I
We're
do-
down at this point.
Yes, actually.
She explodes into light and has changed forms. Fool! This isn't even my final form, and you're still like, but I don't know. Could she kill him? Like really though? Meredith.
I'm tired. My allergies.
I'm
are
just not that forgiving, Meredith. I would kill
We're
her
still on.
anyway. Huh? I know. I'm getting my.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would kill her even if she was the murderer.
You don't think she's the murderer? And you're like, no, I'd kill her anyway.
It's just for fun.
Hey, like she's
Give me a chance. I want to kill her.
this evil entity. Yeah, I'll kill it.
I-
You
I'm not
don't know
gonna-
that it's an evil entity.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna RP the whole date first
Oh
before
my
we got
God.
this far. So it was like,
Oh, no!
we're not gonna get here yet.
I'm gonna find out next week that I've got a date, and I'll be like, what? No! No!
You better get your flirt on.
Ah!
Brittany, just look up romance novels and like flirting things from that.
There's a literal child that watches this show. I can't do that.
Well, okay, how about you can watch Hallmark movies?
It's alright. It's very tasteful. They fade in and out. It's okay.
gonna be a very tasteful date with an undercover crime boss.
Yeah, it's fine.
Underground crime boss. He's
Yeah.
not
Okay,
undercover.
honestly, that totally sounds like a Hallmark movie. Just saying.
So,
I mean, to be fair, I think that was one. So
Yeah.
I think I've seen that one. To be honest.
I mean,
Never mind, I
it's
know
in a
what to do.
Hallmark movie.
The
Well, no,
mastermind
because
of my
the relationship
dreams.
was like an old ex-boyfriend, so I still didn't know what to do.
So, well,
The
regardless,
mastermind of my dreams.
you got to get you fleshed out the villain.
That's what I kept having problems with. So like, I gotta maneuver. There's no way this is gonna friggin' work if I don't maneuver. How do I maneuver?
You guys did good. So, congratulations. With that, we'll pick up next week with how this will play out.
Oh my god.
With Yestina revealed.
And trying to kill us.
We'll see how this goes.
Because
She
you know
likes-
we're gonna be thrown right into combat
She
as
likes
soon
fighting
as we
very
get in
much.
there. She likes fighting very much.
So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you're awesome. We love having you here. The ups and downs, lefts and rights.
The frustration.
Thanks for sticking with us through all the smoke pouring out of our ears.
If any of you guys figured it out beforehand, definitely comment, let us know, or send us a message. That'd be awesome. I'd
If
love to see
it's
any of
just you
figured it
guys are
out.
dumb as bricks, we'll accept that.
That's
It'll
fair.
hurt my feelings, but I'll accept it.
Post on YouTube if you're watching this later. I don't care. I'd love to see if anyone figured it out. I want to know if I did a good job at making this hard to figure out, or if they're just stupid. So I'm just trying to figure it out.
Or both.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. Seriously.
Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we'll see you next Monday, 6:30. Stay safe out there, and have a good week.
Bye!